Friends, welcome back to my channel once again. Today's video will be a continuation of the previous video where we had discussed the important band descriptors issued by the IELTS community, and you had learned that how you should formulate your answer speaking module test. In case if you missed that video, not a problem, the link is given below in the description box. Moreover, today we are going to discuss about the structure of the speaking module, that what is the time duration the exam you need to take care while preparing answers for those parts. So if interested, keep watching. So let's begin. Basically, the examiner conducts this test in three different parts. There are part 1, part 2 and part 3, and the time duration of the test is around 15 to 18 minutes. Moreover, they record all the conversation for the evaluation process. So let's get deep into those three parts. What exactly all about? Part 1. Part 1 generally is the easiest segment, I can say, because they simply go for the introduction. They ask some general question about yourself, about your education or your job, hobbies, and some more related questions to that particular set of questions. What exactly was given to me as a question? So let me tell you the first question which I was given, that Shahzad, tell me about yourself. Do you work or you study? Always remember, your first answer should be very impressive, because it's rightly said, first impression is the last impression. So try to give the first answer very accurate. Don't talk anything about negative. Be on the positive side and give a very beautiful answer. So now I will let you know that what I said the answer and why I formulated that answer. So my answer was that, well, I'm a mechanical engineer in one of the biggest company of the world, Saudi Aramco, and I have been working for last 6 years. Moreover, I completed my graduation with mechanical engineering as a majors in the year 2013. So this was my answer. You notice something? I gave this answer in 2 sentences. So that is the main trick I want to tell you, that try to give the answer not a plain and simple way, but try to formulate an answer in 2 sentences. Yes, you have to combine those sentences. You have to show that you have the great skills to connect those sentences by connecting words like moreover or additionally or furthermore, anything which is suitable to you. So this is the first tip, that you must formulate your answer in such a way that it should be at least 2 sentences. If you are able to make 3 sentences, that will be more great. Why? Like, you can start a sentence with a paraphrase of the question, you can give a main sentence, and you can give a close-up sentence. In many of the questions, you can easily form the 3 sentences, but if you find it difficulty in practicing, go for the 2 sentences. Moreover, I have clubbed 3 important points. Number 1, as I said, you have to formulate your answer in 2 sentences at least. Number 2, be very specific and alert. You know what? Sometimes the question is asked in the present tense and the candidate answers in the future tense or in the past tense. That's a very common mistake committed by a lot of students, even me when I was practicing. So be very attentive, be very clear that the question is asked in what tense. You have to give the answer in that particular tense. What kind of weather you loved when you were a child? So it was totally a past tense. So I gave my answer in complete past tense. I said that when I was a child, remember that yeah, I love the winter season the most because my mom used to cook a great deal of dishes. This was my answer. Again, I formed it in 2 sentences. So be very specific and alert that you have to give your answer in the same tenses the questions were asked. Number 3, you have to be very much controlled in your pace. That's very important. If you're too speedy or too slow, that's gonna definitely lose your marks, because that really gives you a point in pronunciation. How? You remember I discussed 4 parameters: the grammar, range and accuracy, the lexical resources, the pronunciation and the fluency. So if you will speak in a proper fluency, you will get the score for fluency, right? If you give a proper pace, then you will get the score for proper pronunciation, because if you speaks very fast, maybe your pronunciation can go up and down, and that cannot be easy for the listener, for the examiner to listen. So you can lose 2 important categories. Number 1 is the pronunciation, number 2 is the fluency. So if you control your pace, you can definitely get good scores in your fluency as well as pronunciation. And the second thing is about the lexical resources. If you give a good vocabularies, like a couple of words, if you can add, you can get a very good impact on the examiner, and he can give you a good point for your lexical resources. And the third is the grammatical range and accuracy. I said you that if you give the answer in the past and the question was also in the past, that give you a full point. You are showing to him that you are very accurate in your grammar. So that sums up the 3 important points which you have to keep into your mind while answering part 1 segment questions. And part 1 segment questions highly have got like 3 to 4 questions. In my case, I still remember they asked me 4 questions and I gave a double sentence answer. Sometimes I gave a 3 sentence as well, and that really concluded my part 1. Now we will move on to the part 2 question answer. I hope that part 1 is very clear to you and how you're gonna make your answers very well. So let's begin with part 2. Part 2 is, I can say, it's a tricky one for few students, but it can be the easiest topic. Why? Because the examiner not gonna interrupt you or disturb you by any means. He will give you accurate 120 seconds, that is 2 minutes as a maximum to speak on. And before that, he will give you 60 seconds to prepare. So what exactly happens? You will be given a question, a booklet was there, he will give you a page of the booklet in which a main question will be written. Apart from there will be 4 sub questions. It's normal, there will be 4 sub questions, and you will be given a notepad like this and a pen or a pencil to note down your answers. But generally students commit mistake that they just use all those 60 seconds uselessly. I mean, like, you don't have to take the pen and keep on writing a lot of things and just wasting your time. It's not gonna work. What you have to do, let me tell you. As soon as you get your booklet of the question, you do read the first question properly, okay? Take the pencil, make the points. How many sub questions are given? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. You write 4 bullet points. And if the first question is asking some questions to you, write the bullet answer. Write the bullet answer. Don't write a lengthy long sentence. Just remember this. You have to write the bullet word of your answer. For example, let me tell you my example. I was asked a question, I remember exactly that, describe a building you love the most. Okay, the question was, where was the building? What was the building? What is the special thing about that? And how you felt after watching that building? So you know what I did? I quickly took my pencil. I wrote 1, 2, 3 and 4. Burj Khalifa, Dubai. Where is the building? It's in Dubai. What kind of building? It's a corporative building. And how you feel about this? And I was very happy. I wrote just bullet words and I sat down because it took like hardly around 25 to 30 seconds for me to prepare my answer. I simply sat down in front of the examiner. I take a long breath. I calmed down myself because there's an immense amount of pressure in the situation, you know. So I just calmed down, and when he signaled me, okay, start your answer, then I started my answer. I was looking into his face, into his eyes, all around, and sometimes I was having a glance at my notebook and I was ticking the answers, that whether I am covering all those points or not, because if you miss even a single point, your cue card points will be decreased, my friends. Okay, you have to make a tick out. Okay, I told Burj Khalifa, it's in Dubai, it's a cooperative building. I felt very happy, and then I kept on speaking and speaking, and I completed my 2 minutes very beautifully. This is how I gave my answer. So you want to prepare your cue card, start practicing and start this formula and do this trick. Read the question, take the pen, write the bullet points and prepare your answer in the mind. Relax yourself, take a long breath and then start your answer. Okay, so well, this is the main thing which everyone has to apply in their cue card, and that will definitely work. One more thing, I will make a separate video for cue card where I will discuss you that how I completed my cue card in 2 minutes without any stopping, without creating a long round and round story, without boring the examiner. How I did that, I have a very important formula for you guys, and I will let you know in my next video because it will take some kind of amount of time, and I will discuss you with 2-3 examples. So I will make a separate video for that, that how you can complete your 2 minutes successfully without failing. So well, that's it for part 2. Let's begin with part 3. Part 3 is quite a lengthy one, I can say, because I have practiced a lot of Cambridge IELTS book and I have seen that there are lots of questions, and the common thing is that there are double questions. Means one question comprises of 2 small questions, and that is really confusing. In my case also it was asked that, I remember they asked me what are the changes you can observe in the construction of buildings in today's era as compared to the past? Question mark. And the next question was from him that, what do you think, will it continue in the next 10 years to come? So I calmed down my breath. I formulated the answer once again. For one question I gave 2 sentences, so for 2 questions I gave 4 sentences. So my answer comprised of 4 sentences. Then he put me the second question, I gave it, and I was waiting for the third question, my friend. But to my surprise, unfortunately, he did not ask me any question, and he said that, okay, we are done with your test and you will receive the TRF after 14 days of your LRW test. I was worried and shocked that what happened to him. He just asked me a couple of questions. I was thinking and thinking what really happened. But finally, when I got my result, I got a band of 8.0, and that really elated me. So it was in my case that he asked me a couple of questions. Don't think like that it's gonna happen again and again with everyone. Be prepared for yourself that they're gonna ask at least 4 questions in part 3, and that will be a double questions, maximum time a double question. So you have to very much focused on what he's saying. And one more thing, they tend to speak very slowly. You know why? Because they want to know that how much are capable of capturing this thing. Whatever he's telling in the atmosphere, you are capturing, because sometimes it will happen that in future, in real life, someone will speak slow and you have to catch those things of the native speakers. So they play this trick. So be very careful. Don't worry, if you don't understand, you can ask him politely, sir, can you repeat the question once again? They will repeat it, but don't make it like 2, 3, 4 times that repeat the question. That will create a bad impact. Okay. By this, I got my test over, and I'm telling you, believe me, I did not do any tuitions. I just practiced for like 10 to 12 days. I did not do anything fancy like many students try to imitate the native speakers. They try to say the accent like them. That's not really required. That's not a requirement, I'm telling you. If you are an Asian, just try to be natural, try to be positive. Just focus on those band descriptors which we discussed in the last video, because that is going to be the main thing which is going to play part in the evaluation of your scores, and you definitely get the good scores. I can say those descriptors really helped me out because I understood the main theme of the exam. I prepared according to that. I worked on my grammar, I worked on my pronunciation, I learned a lot of good vocabularies to boost my lexical resources score, and my fluency and coherence was good. I was very fast before. I controlled my pace. So friends, we have discussed the important 3 parts and how you have to formulate your answers very smoothly. I hope that you have understood. If you have any doubts, any queries, you can give your comments in the comment section below, or you can email me personally to my business email ID, which is also given in the description below, and we can talk to each other. We can discuss things in personal. Now, apart from this, I have prepared 3 more important points which you should take into your mind while preparing for a speaking module. So number 1, try to practice a lot, because nothing can beat but a great deal of practice. Try to practice. Take away your shyness. If you are not comfortable with your friends, your family, your husband and wife, in case you're married, try to speak with them. Just tell them that for a couple of weeks, don't speak national language. Don't watch your national TV or drama or songs or movies. Watch those English movies. Listen to those English songs. Talk to your partners, talk to your friends, talk to your family in English. Just shed off your shyness, okay? So that's very important. You have to practice at least 1 hour a day, and that will really pay you off. The second thing, try to listen to good orators like Barack Obama, Justin Trudeau, Jack Ma, or any of the good orators of your country, any politician, any economist or something, which will teach you that how you can express yourself, what is the style you can adopt to express your ideas and views. Moreover, they will also give you a great bunch of vocabularies which you can use in a speaking module, and that will boost your lexical resources score. Apart from this, those vocabularies will definitely help you out in writing as well, because you're going to write the essay, and your essay will look beautiful if you write in a proper, structured, with a lot of vocabulary. So that will definitely help you out. The third point is that try to find a speaking partner. There are lots of websites nowadays where you can find native speakers as well as non-native. First of all, try to find a native speaker, because they are natural. Whatever they speak, you can just get an idea about that, how they speak and how that works out. If you are unable to find them, no problem. You can find a co-partner from your own country, from your own continent even, and you can practice. I can say that there are lots of groups available on Telegram, on Facebook, on YouTube. You can go and just have a look at them. Try to get some serious partners, like a couple of partners will be enough for you, because you're going to practice just 2 tests. One test will take around 20-25 minutes, and you can review your answer and take 2 tests every day. That will be enough for you. So dedicate 1 hour for speaking. It's up to you. You want to do it daily, go for it. You want to do it alternatively, that's fine. So with this, you can definitely get a very good band score. I'm telling you, because that's my true experience. I did nothing fancy, I'm telling you again. I just followed the basic concepts. I just generated the tricks and applied on me, and I successfully got a band 8 points. If you're gonna follow these tips and tricks in a proper routine way, and hard work will definitely pay off, and you will get a best band, hopefully. As I said, I will come up with my new videos where I will discuss you about cue card question, how to solve those questions and complete your 2 minutes successfully. Stay tuned for my next video soon. Till then, bye bye.